I didn't realize I added myself to the stage. Whew. Chugging my smoothie. What do I have in here? I threw in a dollop of Greek yogurt. No greens. I didn't have any greens, so I sauteed some arugula. 3 eggs, not in the smoothie. I'm getting sidetracked here. What's in here? Protein powder, Greek yogurt, blueberries, banana. Okay, does a body good. Need the stamina. Got to go to the sauna later. Had a lot of drinks yesterday. Not a lot, like 3 drinks yesterday on the plane. Delicious Mick Ultra. BK's already up and rolling. I know you don't have much time. BK, you want to get up here? Or do you want me to intro you? Not one, but 2 thumbs.
What's up?
Oh, you sound so much better. You're not dangling your fucking headphones.
Like I had the mic right here. I was like, I might as well just plug it in.
Yeah, like I don't know what's up with like the half-ass, not really half-ass effort. Like you're in your last time you were on, you're in your setup, you're in your studio, and you just have nothing plugged in. You're just banging on your fucking headphones the whole time.
No, that's actually funny because I was on a work call and I forgot I was muted. And I was like playing with something on my desk, and someone was like, "Can you please mute yourself?" Like he didn't know who it was.
So I'm not being a dick, dirtbag.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I thought of you immediately.
All right. Well, thank you very much. By the way, I have to just admit, I can't stop staring at your hairline because, oof, man,
I have
dude,
great hair. Look, I can't grow a beard. I'm like 5'10", but I have a great head of hair, and I'm not
you're not
balding.
5'10".
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Dude, I'm
nine and a
5'8".
half.
You're not 5'10".
Okay, I am.
If you're 5'10", you're 5'10" with shoes, which is fine, but then that's like me saying I'm 5'9".
That you're okay saying you're 5'9".
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm 5'9" then. But
Yeah.
you're 5'10" with shoes.
I don't fucking know, dude.
You're the one who brought it up.
No, well, yeah, I did bring it up, but
Yeah, okay,
no,
now he
I
doesn't
look,
care.
I'll give you a full report.
Listen, the gray hair, don't be you sound like that's a bad thing. Dude, when you pepper
Balding is horrible.
No, I didn't say balding. Gray hair.
I never brought up gray hair.
You just said you're getting gray hair.
No, I didn't. I said that I have great hair.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you were saying gray hair as if it was a bad thing. Peppering is
No,
great.
I was saying I have great hair.
Yeah, just for men. Listen, I am I'm really like balding in the back too, and I'm trying to think about what to do. I mean, this hairline is ridiculous. It looks like a crab claw. I think I might get like the spray, you know?
Dude, just go to Turkey.
I'm not going to Turkey. But I've never in my life thought that I would do any like surgery or plastic surgery, or it's not plastic surgery, but you know what I'm saying. I've always just like accepted like whatever I form into in my old age, it is what it is. I hope my wife loves me for who I am, but it's now when I shave my head and I see the hairline in all its whatever the opposite of glory is. This is the first time I've ever thought about like I'm going to a hair transplant doctor.
Yeah.
To get
I think you should do it.
Anyways, all right, Brian, I know we don't have a ton of time.
Yeah.
Genesis Invitational. This time last year, you and I were both in California. That was a great time. I met who did I meet there? I met Outright. RK
King.
Yeah,
Outright King.
RK's jacked, right?
RK is jacked. Yeah, shout out RK.
RK's jacked. And then your buddy who lives out there, super Cali, bro. Nice guy, good guy.
Yeah. I'm flying out there today. So
no, you're not.
I'll be yes, I am. I'll be boots on the ground at Torrey this week.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So the Genesis was at Riviera last year.
So I was hoping you knew this and I was gonna text you.
Wait, wildfires.
Yes. So the Genesis Invitational, which we were at last year, is not at the same place you attended last year. It's at Torrey Pines, which we played 3 weeks ago and Harris English won.
Oh, that's lame.
It is kind of lame, but again, fire,
Well, I get the fire, but there's no other golf courses.
Well, you really need like the infrastructure to have a PGA Tour event. You can't just have a PGA Tour event on a whim someplace. Like you got to have some infrastructure in place, and Torrey has it in place.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you my initial thoughts. If Liv can find all these exotic golf courses to golf at, I think that it's a little bit stuck in their ways for the PGA to be like, guess I got to go to Torrey Pines again. They can't go to Mexico somewhere fucking cool.
Look, I really don't want to, like, I'm not going to argue with you, but obviously they would like to go to some place, but I don't think it's as easy as you might think it is.
Somebody said 6'3" with socks. That's hilarious. Always give yourself an inch, the inch in everything.
In everything. That's
very funny.
Yeah.
DGen said DGen said BK looks old. No, I didn't. No, he looks good. This is an episode of Between Two Ferns. What's up, BK? Who are you valuing, BK?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you valuing? Yeah, so I guess let's get into it.
So like again, Torrey Pines, like I kind of did the spiel. It's the longest course on the PGA Tour. It's at like 7,800 yards, and usually they play one round at the North Course, which is easier. They're doing 4 rounds at the South Course this week. The weather forecast, it's not going to be super nice on Thursday and Friday. It's going to be cold and it's going to be rainy, which is going to make the golf course play longer. So it's already a long course. And with the rain that they're getting, it's going to be playing longer because you're going to get less run out in the fairways. So it's probably going to play like 8,000 yards. Weekend should be fine. It shouldn't be difficult conditions, but Thursday, rain, Friday, it's going to be wet and cold. But so like low winning score, mutters, as you would say,
Mhm.
mutters this week. You got to be able to handle the conditions. At Torrey, I would say probably -9 to -11 winning score this week.
Wow. Okay. By the way, 8,000 yards, is that the long, like on the longer side of any golf
Yeah,
tournament?
typically PGA Tour courses are like, it depends on the par, but like 63, 64. I mean, 73, 74. Like the course we played was like 6,200 yards. So it's a little bit
Oh, like
longer.
the actual course you and I played.
The actual course we played was 6,200 yards.
Oh
This
my
course
God.
this week is 7,800 yards.
Yeah. Okay. And that 6,200 was the course where I broke 100 for the first time. You caddied
Yeah.
for me. You did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Sand
We went
wedge,
to the
full
diner.
swing. Sure, BK. I'll go ahead and fucking stick it to 6 feet.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, you broke 100 because you had really good clubs, but it's fine.
I forgot about that excuse. All right. So you're flying out. What time is your flight?
Like 5 today.
Have you ever been to Torrey Pines?
I've never been to Torrey Pines, so I'm excited.
Is this a content trip, or is this like a golf bucket list trip? Is it a friend's trip?
I'm not even bringing my clubs, which is very unlike me. I'm not bringing my clubs. We got a dinner with Tommy. I'm staying with Tommy and Andy and RK again. We're going out to dinner tomorrow night, Friday, booze, Saturday, Torrey Pines. We got an Airbnb, fucking ball out in San Diego and come back.
So that's where Torrey Pines is in San Diego.
It's in San Diego. It's not in LA.
Have you've never been to San Diego before?
I've been to San Diego a bunch of times for work.
I've heard.
I have a job.
Yeah, that's right. I've heard, and I've heard San Diego is great. Fun fact: that's the whole reason I ended up seeing you at Riviera, is because I was going to San Diego for.
You were going to some like Spanish concert, right?
Bad Bunny, yes, but that was in Vegas. But we were going to go to San Diego first. Never been to San Diego. I was looking forward to it, and there was just a storm, just dumping like crazy rain for 5 days on Southern California, and all my friends said, "Don't go to San Diego if it's raining because you want to be outside the entire time."
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the golf tournament. So I'm looking at the odds board here. Do you have your card?
It's not done. I bet like 6 guys though. So like
You must have a lot of long shots.
Yeah, I didn't bet anyone under like 45 to 1.
And you have a lot of long shots because you said to yourself, well, if Harris English can win here, then surely some other.
Not necessarily. I just don't love any of the guys under 30 to 1 that haven't been winning, and I would rather have more bullets.
Okay, I don't hate that approach. Let's talk about who you've got then. But real quick, sub bangs, level 1 stake, 5 subs, Flatwoods with a sub, Aloha Bets with a sub. BK comes in and he gets the vibes high with a hype train already. Good morning, everybody, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. Make sure you follow Brian.
Like and sub.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care for me to send his fucking Twitter because he doesn't self-promote or market himself, but I'm going to do it anyways because he's a great follow for all things golf. Brian Kirshner _ at the end, which is nifty. Okay, your last pin tweet, 2025 Genesis Invitational with Pat McDonald. Who's Pat McDonald? Do I know him?
He's like a podcaster for NBC Golf. I mean CBS Golf. He's a good guy. Chill dude.
Wow, you just fucked up the fucking network.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Not CBS guy or not NBC. WANBC. All right, BK, I got the board up here. First guy my eyes are going to is Ludwig. Is that bad?
No beef. True zero beef situation. If you want to bet Ludwig 25, 28 to 1, I think he's 28 on Bet Online, which I know you have. I know you might not. You don't know if you care that much.
I do. He's 22 on DK. I'll take 28.
I no beef with Ludwig. I mean, again, I thought he was fine after that Torrey meltdown at Pebble, and he legitimately withdrew. But at the end of the day, this is a great course for Ludwig. But what I will say is, you remember when he shot -8 in the first round of Torrey a couple weeks ago, and he had a big lead. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do. Yep.
That was on the North course. They are not playing that course. So I'm just letting you know, Torrey Pines Sound is still a good course for him, but I'm just letting you know he did not shoot -8 on the course that they are playing. They're similar, but
So, all right. Well, let me ask you this: What was it about the North course that he took such good advantage of? And what's
He just
different
like
about
made
the
a bunch
South
of
course?
putts. I mean, it's a similar course, but it's way shorter, and the scoring average is way lower on it.
But is
So
it like, is it, you have to be more accurate off the tee or the greens
no,
harder?
it's similar. Like it's
Okay.
similar, like long holes, narrow fairways, thick rough, but it's just shorter.
Is it
Like
par
I
72?
yeah, I can't give you a detailed explanation of why it plays much easier, but
How many dog leg rights do we have? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You don't even have to use brain power on that. All right. Well, I hate to tell you this. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing it, but it kind of feels like Rory could win another tournament real quick.
100%. This
100%.
is like unbelievable spot for Rory. However, I will say he's won over, I think, 27 PGA Tour events. He is, good tidbit here, he has never won a tournament where the winning score was lower than -10.
Interesting. And so what does that really say? That
That
he
he's never really won in difficult conditions.
got it. He takes advantage of a more medium to easy course.
Yeah, look, there's not a lot of events on the PGA Tour that are won below -10, but the fact that he's won 27 of them and none of them have been minus under 10, and he's won 4 majors, it shows you something. So
Good
that would be
question here. Has he ever won back to back?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Rory equals Mickey Mouse golfer. Yep. Ludwig Scharman. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
But like 25 to 1 is justifiable.
Yep. Will Ricky win a tournament in 2025?
I would say no, but I think he'll contend. I think he'll have a better year than maybe some people expect.
Okay, so I'm looking at the top of the leaderboard. I'm not going to go Scotty or Rory or even Colin for that matter.
Yeah, like Colin might be. I just can't do 14 to 1. I just can't do it. And he was good at the US Open here, but I want a little bit more pop off the tee.
He's 16 on DK. That doesn't really move the needle for you.
Not a bad number. No.
Can I okay, so I think I'm done with Sam Burns.
I'm same.
I'm not done with Tom Kim.
Bad course for him. Out.
Oh, no. I mean, like, just I guess I mean
in general.
Should I be done with Justin Thomas?
It's tough because I do think he'll win, but I think at 18 to 1 on this golf course, which he never really plays or had much success on, I think it's just a pass. Maybe wait for some other event for him to.
Serious question in terms of like Justin Thomas's. I've hit on him a few times, but I don't really know. Like, for example, like Keegan, I like him in the Northeast. I know there's some golfers who are like East Coast, West Coast guys. Is Justin Thomas known as like being
he's kind of won all over.
He's won all over. Okay.
He's won all over.
Can't lay 30 is not a bad number.
No, it's not. He's a Cali guy. Do you trust him to win? He hasn't won since 2022. I don't think it's a bad number. He doesn't have a ton of success here to talk about.
Okay.
But I don't hate it at the number, but I'm not betting it.
Is he long off the tee?
He's longer than average, but he's not, a bomber by any means. But he's pretty accurate.
Strength.
It's kind of gone back and forth. I think he's just kind of good at everything. Good putter, good chipper, good iron. Like not like unbelievable at anything, but
BK, you're gonna hate that I'm feeling this way, but I'm kind of warming up to Sungjae at 35.
If that's what you want to do, you should do it.
You don't like it. You don't like it at all.
I mean, he doesn't win. He is good here, but he has no nuts. He has no nuts. He has no nuts. It's a good number, but he has no nuts.
But I've hit him 3 times on the PGA Tour. Just kidding. Okay, here's a couple guys. Here's a couple of guys that I'm genuinely interested in like the 40 to 1 range.
Yeah, this is where I kind of peppered.
Okay, genuinely interested. I like Rasmus Højgaard. I like what I saw from Rasmus Højgaard. I don't want to go back to Rasmus Højgaard.
Did you watch last week?
What?
Did you watch last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think I should like Rasmus?
No,
Højgaard?
I'm just wondering if you watched the golf tournament.
Yes, I watched the golf tournament, and
nice.
let me tell you, he passes my eye test.
Okay, and you know good golf.
I know good golfers. When I see the top 2 inches, he's got it.
Yeah,
you're not into it.
You're buying at a peak. I mean, you didn't know who this guy existed 3 weeks ago. Now you're betting him at 40 to 1 in an elevated event.
No, I'm not going to. I don't want to buy high.
But like, if he plays well, you'll Vic.
No, I swear if he plays well, I won't. No, because I'm literally going on record and saying this guy he's got it. Like he's going to be a good golfer. That's going to be on my card. You're laughing. I literally am saying I can't buy him after how well he golfed last week. I won't Vic lap that. I won't Vic lap that. Okay, 4 guys here. When betting one of them, I might even bet 2 of them. Finau, Pendrith, Bobby Mack, Jordan Spieth. Talk to me.
I only bet one of those. Taylor Pendrith is most tipped this week by a fair margin. People love Taylor Pendrith.
Who loved Taylor Pendrith first, by the way? Let's Vic lap that.
I did. Did you?
I probably bet this cocksucker. Oh, I can't say. Oh, yeah, I'm not on TikTok. I probably bet him 6 times last year.
Okay. Yeah, look, I it makes sense, but he's putted really bad on Poe these past 2 weeks. And I'm not buying at the peak. I bet Jordan Spieth at 55 to 1.
Not buying at the peak, and you're betting Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth has 3 major championships.
I get it, dude.
Won the fucking Byron Nelson.
He was just like 100 to 1.
He was like 70 last week.
All right, whatever.
I'm just saying there's a world in which Jordan Spieth is just good again at golf, and at 55 to 1, fuck it.
I mean, dude, I'm so with you. It's just funny that your narrative for like 2 or 3 golfers was like, you're buying at the peak, and now you're buying Jordan Spieth after looking
Rasmus
really good.
has 0 wins on the PGA Tour.
Okay.
Taylor Pendrith won the biggest slapdick event possible.
What was that?
The CJ Cup presented by Byron Nelson.
Where is he? Where is that?
It's in tech. It's literally the worst event on the PGA Tour. I'm not even capping.
It's worse than the 3M.
Yes,
which you had me on for.
We talked about Brian Harmon. Okay, hold on. I only bet Spieth, but I will tell you that I did bet Willie Z at 45 to 1. I love Willie Z. This is a great course for him. He's had a bunch of top 10s here. Reports on the ground is that he's striping it. I love Willie Z. People were lining up to bet him at 22 to 1 for this event 3 weeks ago, and now he's 45. Done. Dave Martinez. It is the worst event on the PGA Tour. You should know that if you go.
How many PGA wins does Willie Z have?
1.
Okay, so that one event is enough for you to bet on him, but you will shit
I
on
understand
Rasmus Højgaard.
Like I'm not going to argue with your point. I understand it.
Okay, I'm done with Sam Burns. I'm not done with Sepp, but I will tell you this. I respect the golf ball knowers out there who nobody said a peep about Sepp Straka because of the poor course fit, as you told me. And I was like, this guy's playing such good golf. Like, I have to have him because what if he just continues to play good golf? He was like showing a little life and then he fell off hard. So A+ golf knowers, do we like him at 45 to 1 here? Yes or no?
No, he's too short off the tee.
That's fine. What about Hovland, 50 to 1?
I bet him.
I like him. Squad ride.
Fuck yeah. Look, does he might suck. He might suck. I'm willing to find out at 50 to 1. This is a Victor Hovland golf course. This is like thick, rough, classical design, super long and difficult. Hovland has done really well on these courses throughout his career. Fuck it. 50 to 1. Yeah, sign me up.
Okay. Difficult, thick cut, long. Tell me.
Uncircumcised.
Tell me that doesn't scream Cameron Young.
I don't. Are you being serious?
Look,
you could bet him.
He's long.
Yeah, you could bet him. He's played well recently, but it's been like all putting. I don't necessarily see that sustaining.
I do like Jason Day, but this doesn't feel like a Jason Day course.
See, that's why you don't know ball, because he's won here and he's had a ton of top 10s here. So, if you ask somebody what is a Jason Day course, they might say Torrey Pines because this is one of his best courses on the PGA Tour. So that's tough. I mean, you can clip
bad
that.
Look. We'll clip that.
Wait, but there is somebody that I almost need you to bet.
Okay, hold on. Have I gotten there yet?
Okay. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. This is not a Poston course.
No.
This is not a Ben On course.
I mean, there's really no Ben On course, so you can't win.
You love Ben on, and now you've shitting on your guy. I like Keegan.
Yeah.
You like
Keegan's
Keegan?
your winner. Keegan's your winner.
Are you fucking with me?
I'm not fucking with you. Keegan, you play him in the rain. You play him on difficult courses.
Is he on your card?
On my card. I nuked
Oh
him.
my God, we're squad
Nuked
riding
him.
2 guys.
Squad riding 2 guys.
Was that the guy you were waiting for me to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Keegan's the winner. Man, Jason Day's really good at this course, huh? I like Jason Day.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'm done with Igala.
Okay.
We're not going Harris English. This is not a Batia course. I don't hate Adam Scott.
He's very popular, but yeah, no, he's been playing well. Can he win? I don't know, but it's not a bad bet at the number.
I don't hate Windy C.
Very popular too. I bet him. I bet Windy C.
I don't hate that. Absolutely not. Thomas
Bomber,
Seawood.
good last week. Won in California twice. Not really sure what more you could want.
Why do I keep seeing Seabez up on these leaderboards on like Friday and Saturday, and then he just kind of fades?
Because he sucks at golf. I don't know.
Okay. I'm just looking down here at the bottom. Aaron Rive, it's going to be wet. 2 gloves.
He's fallen off big time.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure what's going on.
He's not good at golf.
No, he is. Like over the summer, he was really, really good, and then he just kind of fell off.
Yeah. Okay. Seamus Power.
Bad course fit. Bad course fit.
Rose 120-1.
Don't hate it.
Okay. Do you have any other long shots? You have Homa 150-1, don't you?
No, that is truly. I mean, I bet him at 35-1 at this event 3 weeks ago, and yeah, the field got better. But he's 150 now. Got to be one of the worst bets I've ever made.
Because you don't listen. You don't listen to me. I told you fucking moons ago.
I'm not going to argue.
All right, that's fine. This is not a Matthew Pivon course.
Is that a serious statement?
Yeah, he's not. You can't take a little French guy in a
oh my
thick,
god,
rough, difficult
this
course.
is really bad.
Why? He's really good here.
He won this event 2 years ago.
Dude, I think you're doing a poor job describing the course to me. You're making.
I mean, I'm just letting you.
You're making it sound like this is some big beefy course.
I mean, Jason Day, when he was like #1 player in the world, like 2018. Yeah, that's a fucking great Jason Day course. He was super long off the tee and a great putter. Like right. Pavone, yeah, it's kind of a weird winner, but it is funny that you said it's not a Pavone course anymore.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Set me up real nice.
But yeah, if I knew nothing about golf and I didn't, know the winner, yeah, I probably would have said not a Pavone course.
All right,
but that is okay.
Hoagie, Knapp, or Hubbard. You can only pick one.
Knapp, obviously. He has top 10 here and he's super long off the tee.
Okay, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. I know you're up against it here, BK. Real quick, I'm just gonna tell you who I'm thinking. We didn't even talk about Hideki.
No, he peaked. He got his win.
Oh, that is such a bad take. He's winning multiple events this year. I do like Ludwig. JT is going to win at some point. I don't know if it's here. I
think you should bet like Ludwig. We didn't
talk about Lowry.
No.
Yeah, he's got no nuts. Zero fucking nuts. Negative nuts.
Jake is asking, what do you think the difference in the course setup will be compared to a month ago? I think it's going to play harder and the weather's going to be a lot different. That was a very firm tournament. This is going to be wet, thick, rough. And I think they grew up the rough. So I think it's going to play more difficult and less firm.
Okay. All right. Here's my card as of right now, but nothing official.
Okay.
I have a feeling about Sung Jae, but I don't like him in the rain. Hovland is a go. I think I'm good on Spieth.
Okay.
Cameron Young is a go.
Okay.
Keegan Bradley is a go.
Okay.
Forgot about Berger. Matt Fitzpatrick, what a fucking loser. Although 100-1's not terrible. I think that's it, BK, for now. Wait, there was another guy we were going to squad ride. Oh no, we're squad riding Keegan, Victor.
Thoughts on Cam Davis? No real beef. I like he might have peaked last time at Pebble, but it's a good course for him for sure.
All right. BK, thank you for the time. And
Yeah.
see what time? How the weather sucks. I just beat the snowstorm yesterday. What is
Yeah,
it
it's been snowing a ton. I fucking shoveled 3 houses on Sunday morning, hung tits, like whatever. Like you
three
got it.
houses? What are you, like 15 years old going to get
Well, no, my
allowance?
neighbor's away, so my dad's like
Uh,
shovel their house, and then the woman across the street is like a divorcee, and I feel bad. She's like out shoveling. She actually is very attractive. She's also a
you
teacher at
feel bad.
so I shoveled her like driveway and stuff. But like true no beef there.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Very nice.
He's a communist giving lib. Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, WBK, thank you very much for coming on. Safe flight, have fun. Can't wait for the content in the
yeah,
breakfast burrito
so much
reviews.
content. Okay.
Content it up. Peace. All right, guys. Great job, BK. I just to finalize the golf talk before we transition to Four Nations. We got Sura here coming up in a second. I don't think BK did a great job of describing the golf course. You can't tell me this is some big, bad, scary golf course and then tell me fucking Matthew Pivon is out there winning and fucking Jason Day, who I like. He seems like a nice guy, but come on. This is not where like the beefy, tough grinder mutter of golfers is going in to win. Absolutely not. So I have to change my whole thought process here because I was going for guys with some dog. Even fucking shrimp dick Cameron Young, who I still feel like can play in those conditions and is long. What's up, Skyfly State? How are you? Flatwoods fellow with another sub bank. Flatwoods fellow, you must have won on something. I know you're always in a giving mood after you tail something that wins. Love to see that. All right, let's transition here. And let me see. I'm gonna hold on, sir, before I bring you up because I don't want to stall. I want to just tell Twitter real quick. All right, wrapped up golf talk with BK. Now we're on to Four Nations with Ryan. Sura, hop in. I'm a big hop guy. Slash the Degenerate Weekly. All right, there we go. And voila. All right, Sura, good morning. How are you?
What's going on, DJ? Good to see you, man.
Where are you live from? Is this your bedroom?
No. This is actually Sandy's office.
Oh, Sandy's office. Nice.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
cool.
at our office right now. Yeah, gorgeous pictures of his family behind us here.
Here for Sura's place.
But yeah,
gorgeous picture of his family. Love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for making the time. I'm a little sad about the break in the NHL season. But at the same time, I saw a tweet today that Tom Fornelli tweeted, which was great. And I feel like the NHL is just so bad in their strategy for marketing and timing and whatnot. Super Bowl's over. We're fiending for sports. And you've got nothing but the NBA college basketball right now. And then the NHL takes their 10 to 12 day break. But from what I'm picking up, this Four Nations tournament seems to be at least like has a what would you say, some like excitement behind it. Like people really look. So I know nothing about it, and I consider myself to be a pretty decent hockey guy. But when it comes to like international play, I have to tell you, I don't really pay too much of a shit. Whereas with soccer, I don't really follow soccer during the season. But when there's like, you know, the Copa or the fucking Euro Cup, I'll tap in. So what would you compare this to, or at least give me like, you know, explain it like I'm five. What is the Four Nations?
So it's obviously a new tournament now with just Canada, the US, Sweden, and Finland. But the biggest thing and why there's so much excitement around it is because they haven't had a tournament like this for 10, 11 years now. Like the last time we had best on best in the world playing against each other was the 2014 Olympics in Sochi in Italy. Before that, 2010 Olympics. It was always a huge thing. Like playing for your country in the Olympics was always massive. Like we still have the World Juniors, but it's not like McDavid's never been able to play for Canada since he's been in the NHL. Like that's one thing that's huge. And they've been talking about that. McDavid's brought it up, how he's like, it's been 10 years. It's been long. I've been playing in the NHL, so I haven't been able to play for my team. Matt Tkachuk said like playing these games, he compared it to playing 4 Game 7s. That's how hard these players are going to play. Like if they didn't want to play, they would just go take a vacation. Like with the no All-Star game this year, this is a way better way to take advantage of the break. I agree. It is kind of abrupt. You're like football's over and then it's like no NHL. Like what are we supposed to do? But it's going to be like this game tonight is going to be probably the most exciting hockey I bet you've watched in like 10 years. I guarantee you watch. You have the best play. They've never had the opportunity to do this. And other than they play the World Cup of Hockey, which was similar to this, I would say, maybe in 2015, 2016. So yeah, trust me, these guys are going to get up for this, and I think they're going to see a lot of goals as well.
Oh yeah, okay. JP Del Freya says, "Nah, he ain't lying." Okay, would you equate the? You're kind of a baseball guy, right?
Not really, but like I've learned more now that I've hung out with Sandy a lot, and obviously even Johnny. But
there was a tournament. I forget what it was called actually, but there was a tournament where the closer for the Mets got injured, and Randy Arozarena did really well, and they played in Miami. And the atmosphere was incredible. And it was like I think it was South American country, Central American country, something. Please correct me if I'm wrong, or please tell me. World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. Like a couple years ago. Yeah. Or whenever they do it. Yeah.
And I will admit, those were awesome. And I'm becoming more of a baseball guy. So I'm very, very excited to tune in and to pay attention. So there's only 4 games.
Each team plays 3 round robin games.
Okay, got it.
And then you have the finals.
U.S., Sweden, Canada,
Finland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would be like if there was a 5 nations tournament? Who would be the next best nation with the best hockey players?
Like Russia would be, but they're like they don't get to participate in anything anymore. Probably. It's close between like Slovakia and Czech Republic, and even Germany now. Switzerland's good. Like Germany has Draisaitl, Seider, Stützle. They have some pretty, and then Switzerland too is like they have Yossi Swiss, Kevin Fiala from Swiss, Marco Rossi, who's a little bit newer. I think he's Swiss as well. But yeah, I would say if I had to pick one.
No, Russia's a good answer.
Russia is the right answer for sure. Like they would be right up there with Canada, US. It would be Canada, US, Russia, Sweden, and Finland.
Okay, so they're going to play 3 round robins, and who determines the winner? Is there going to be a championship?
Yeah, so there's Canada plays Sweden tonight. It's the first round robin game. Then you have tomorrow Canada versus Finland. Then Saturday you have 2 round robin games, and then Monday I believe there's another 2 round robin games, and then the finals is Thursday, and it's just the top 2 teams in the table, whatever.
So there's no semifinal. It's just going right to the final based off.
Right to the final. Yeah, with the 4 teams as well. Hopefully they integrate more later, like as hopefully this tournament grows. But yeah, it's 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for a win in overtime and shootout, and then 1 point for an overtime loss or shootout loss.
Got it. And loss in regulation 0. Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
And so will they do this every other year moving forward?
I actually don't know what the plan is now with this. If they're going to integrate the All-Star game back maybe every second year or something like that, because the NHL All-Star game has effectively it's gotten worse. It got worse before the NBA All-Star game. Like no one cares for it. Like the guys don't want to show up and play. They'd rather go on vacation for sure. But it seems like they'd much rather do this. So I'm not really sure how the NHL will plan for the next couple of years.
Okay. All right. Now tell me, what are you betting? Are you going game by game? Are you taking a team to win? Are you doing a little bit of both?
So FanDuel has some interesting like futures markets and stuff. So does DraftKings in terms of like you can bet on like a player to score like 1 goal in the tournament. And I think there's some value on some guys like that. But it's also, I was thinking about it this morning. Like there's a guy plays on Detroit, Lucas Raymond. I would like him to score 1 goal on FanDuel. It's -135. If Sweden even plays 3 games, he plays on the first power play. He's playing on a line that's going to play a lot. I'd imagine he's going to score a goal. But I looked at his odds to score today against Canada. He's like +380. So I'd almost be better off betting it maybe every other game or every game, like a little bit smaller. But that's those markets. Like overall, if you look at the actual odds to win the tournament, it's Canada and US is depending on what book you're looking at, like +140, +150. And then Sweden's like +400. And then Finland is like +1,000. Finland's the worst team and they have the most injuries. So it's like there's 1 Finland defenseman in the NHL that didn't make the team. Like there's only 1 other Finnish NHL defenseman they could have picked to make up of the team. And he didn't get picked. Picked actually a guy from who plays, I think, in the Finnish Elite League.
So not all of these players are obviously going to be playing in the NHL. Like Finland's going to have players who are
just 1 guy. There's literally 1 guy. Every other player you will recognize for sure. Well, you probably will.
Okay. What about goalies? Who's like the any surprise picks or who's Finland's goalie?
Finland's goalie is Saros.
Okay.
And then Lankinen is the backup or the second goalie. Depending on the team, I don't know if they're going to go 1-1 for the games, but I'd imagine Saros is going to play the majority of the games. The U.S. has the best goalies, like by far. Like it's not Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman are their three goalies.
Jonathan
Quick didn't make it. Maybe a couple of years, maybe 10 years ago, Quick was probably the goalie for the U.S. And then Canada's goalies are the worst part of their team for sure. Bennington, Aiden Hill, and fucking Montembeault is the third goalie. So that's where Canada sits up. Like I really like the over in this game today, like a lot. And it was 5.5 on FanDuel yesterday. It's 6.5 at like plus 110 or something now. I would still take that.
It's 5.5 on DraftKings, by the way, over minus 135.
I would. That's the price I got. I would take that. I sincerely would take that. The biggest reason is because like for years, like back in the day, or not back in the day, 10 years ago when they were playing international hockey a little bit more consistently in the Olympics, unders were very, because it was much more competitive, obviously. So people are like, oh, it's going to be a low scoring game, which is true. But like hockey's like changed over the last 10 years. Like if you look at, I looked at the 2014 Olympics, the final game between Canada and Sweden. They played in the gold medal game in 2014. Canada won 3-0. The goalies in that game were Carey Price and Henrik Lundqvist. Like two generational goalies. The goalies we have in this game are Jordan Binnington, who's good, but he's not Carey Price. And then you have probably Philip Gustafsson, I think, is going to start for Sweden today, who's nowhere near Henrik Lundqvist's style. And then you look at the defensemen as well, and I don't know how familiar you'd be with defensemen like back in 2014, but like I'm sure you know some of them. Like you have guys playing for Team Canada, like Shea Weber, obviously you know, Jay Bouwmeester, like Alex Pietrangelo when he was a little bit younger, Vlasic, who used to play for the Sharks. All these guys are like way more defensive. Like all the good defensemen now are essentially forwards. Like Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes, Zach Werenski, all the top defensemen now are essentially forwards. So there's the game is way faster. From what I've heard in the practices, there's zero structure because these guys have practiced together 2 games and they're pretty much just scrimmaging together. I just believe the way that it's kind of switched, people still believe that it's going to be kind of similar to what we saw years ago when it was 2-1, 3-1, 4-1 type of games in these close country battles like Canada versus Sweden or Canada-US. But I think this Canada-Sweden game, like the defensive talent has gotten worse and the goaltending has gotten worse over the last 10 years. It's honestly as simple as that.
So worst defense, worst goaltending. So you think that equates to more goals, more scoring?
Yeah.
Plus 150 are USA and Canada to win it. So I guess we're pretty even there. Sweden plus 450. Finland is 10-1. I have a wedding Saturday night, and that's when USA plays Canada. So I'm already a little pissed off. Lack of respect for the country there or for the ice. So I'm looking here on DraftKings, and there's an awards market that you can play. That is the 2025 Four Nations Face-Off.
Yeah, that's
just a player of the tournament?
Yeah, like the MVP. Is that MVP? I'm assuming it says.
I don't know. I would just imagine the Four Nations face-off probably like Connor McDavid at 7-1, McKinnon's 8-1. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. MVP is down here in smaller letters. Did you think about playing anybody in this market?
So I didn't take this market because it's like I don't know how they're going to judge that because like so for example the one guy I would maybe think about taking in this actually would maybe be Hellebuck because if he plays really well at 12-1 I wouldn't mind that price because that's a good way to bet on goalies because these other markets that DraftKings has you can't really bet on goalies but one thing I would like and bet and actually Freddie bet it as well. I talked to him yesterday about it. Connor McDavid to lead the tournament in points. And I know that sounds super square, but you got to understand.
Aaron Judge to get a hit.
Yeah, sure. It could be the same as that. But this is, and there was an interview yesterday he had too, where he talked about like how much and how badly he's wanted to play and represent Canada since he's been in the NHL. Because when they had that World Cup of Hockey in 2016, I think it was, 2016, he played for Team North America. It was like a new team they made with like all the younger guys. It was like a U25 team pretty much. And then Canada had like Crosby, like Ginla, and like all the classic kind of Canadian guys. So this is the first time McDavid and Crosby are playing together for one, and then you have Canada McDavid being able to represent Canada for the first time. A lot of pressure, but I mean, we saw last year in the playoffs. He could deal with pressure now very well. I think he broke Gretzky's record for most points in a single postseason, and he's going to be on the ice. This is going to be a tournament where Canada, especially, will play their two top lines for a majority of the game, and he will be on the ice all the time in all the offensive situations, being paired up, hopefully, as much as John Cooper can do it, the head coach, against all the shittier kind of centers.
Oh, Cooper, the Lightning coach, is a coach of Canada?
Yeah, John Cooper is.
Well, he's a dog. I would be worried about your competition here. Jack Eichel, he's American, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
He is. So I know this because I've invested in the Knights and I've invested in him. I took his over
nice.
goals, and every time I look at the score or the box score, he's got fucking 3 or 4 assists. He would concern me with the points because this guy's flying around this year. He looks great. He's playing great, and he's getting multiple assists at like almost what feels like every other game. But I understand the play for McDavid. Somebody asked what the price was on that. Did you mention what the price was?
I took it at plus 750. That's the best
for
price
him to lead the tournament in points.
Yeah, plus 750 on DraftKings. It's plus 650 right now. And I think FanDuel is plus 750 right now.
I thought I was going to be like minus 150.
Oh no. It's weird. The markets, like the prices for stuff I find are very strange. Like even like Victor Hedman today to get a point, he plays first pair. He plays first power play and the first penalty kill. He's plus 200 to get a point.
That seems insane. I don't understand it.
I understand, like when I look at stuff like that on the regular markets, like in the NHL, I'd be like, this is free. Like Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid, when you go to bet them to get a point in the NHL, they're like minus 400. They're like minus 250, 260, 280 at some like.
Maybe he's not going to play, whatever it is. What's time on the ice for most guys? Like 20 minutes or something?
Yeah. Like he with the Oilers, he plays between 20 to 25 minutes probably every night. But he will, like because I'm telling you, I think he will. I looked at again last Olympics to see like if the top guys would play a lot, and top defensemen, top guys were playing 20 to 23
that's
minutes
interesting.
per game.
Where are these games held?
So the first bunch of them are in Montreal. So starting today to Saturday, they're in Montreal, and then Sunday, Monday, and then the championship Thursday is in Boston.
Oh,
yeah.
So a little home ice advantage there.
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's so we kind of Canada gets the home advantage at first because that is in Montreal, but
right.
And I think they have the lineup for that too. I think Canada's a short favorite, which makes sense, I guess, being young.
At what nation is Alexander Barkov playing on?
Finland.
Yeah,
Finland.
He's the man.
He like that too. They have props on him to get like over 2.5 points for the tournament. I think it's minus 140, but unless they think Finland's just not going to score, which I don't think that's going to be the case, I would imagine he's going to be involved in pretty much all of it because they're a team that. Sweden and Finland are the two teams where if you look at their bottom, you have your two top lines and then your two bottom forward lines. That's where their skill drop off is. And for the US and Canada, they don't really have that. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I might play a little bit in this. I guess. Okay. Here's the last thing I want to end on. Anytime there's these type of tournaments, like for example, I always try to find like a Carmelo Anthony, and this is how I hit Xander to win the Olympics in golf. I think he was like 7 or 8 to 1. Wasn't that big of an outright, but I always thought like, who's the guy that's never going to win an actual championship, but he'll do well in the Olympics? Like the Carmelo Anthony, he would always ball out and he would love his Olympic gold medals, but he would never get the championship. So in this setting, the Four Nations, who would be a player? And I'm looking at the odds market right now. For that Four Nations face-off, who would be a guy that might never win a Stanley Cup, but he's going to ball the fuck out? I don't think it's going to be Connor McDavid because I think he's going to win a Stanley Cup. But this is no offense. I did bet the Leafs to win the President's Trophy last year. I do respect the Leafs. Are the Leafs ever really going to win a Stanley Cup? I don't know. I'll be nice and polite and say probably not. But Mitchell Marner, 35 to 1. Could this be a guy? Leafs fans always love to shit on this guy in the playoffs because he's soft as baby shit. Could he be the dude that just is making noise for Canada, or could it be someone like William Nylander?
I don't disagree on Marner, honestly. Mainly because he's playing with McDavid. So that's a huge bonus. You play with McDavid on the top line alongside Sam Reinhart too, who I think I'm probably gonna end up betting it. But Reinhart to lead the tournament in goals. I also like that. That's like 12-1.
Reinhart's awesome. And
he's playing with two of the best setup guys in the NHL almost.
Right. And
So
he's ripping too, like his style. Someone told me, I think like 7 games in a row, he went over his SOGs. And then on that same night, he finally found the net. Reinhart, I would co-sign Reinhart anything. He's still on the Panthers, right?
He's still on the Panthers. Yeah. Having another good season, like solid season, maybe not as good as last year, but I mean, he had like 55 goals, I think last year. Maybe
what country is, or nation is Aho on?
Also Finnish.
Oh,
Finland's good. And the one thing with Finland, like I talked about how I think there's going to be a lot of goals. The style that Finland plays usually in these like international events is usually they're hard to play against because it's like dump and chase, hard forecheck. They're really fast. But they like their defensemen are just pathetic. Like the names, if you look at the names, just you look at Canada and then you look at Finland. I bet you wouldn't even really recognize too many of the Finnish defensemen, like Nico Mikkola. Do you know who that is?
I do. Mikkola's on the Panthers.
Okay.
He wasn't like a top guy. He kind of like was.
That's it. Like he doesn't even play top pair on his own team, and he's the top pair for Finland.
Right. He's a bad motherfucker, but right. I
yeah, he's big, he's mean, but he's not Cale Makar.
So, what about so who does Sweden have?
Sweden's got you got Elias Pettersson from the Canucks,
sure.
Victor Hedman, Dahlin, Philip Forsberg, Nylander, Lucas Raymond, who's having a really good year on Detroit, Jesper Bratt on the Devils.
Sure.
Erik Karlsson's still on Sweden too. He's still there.
What nation? And then this is the last time. Is Rantanen on Finland? Yeah,
Rantanen's also on Finland. He's kind of hurt though. Like he didn't play the last game for Carolina. They didn't know if he was going to play here. So I wouldn't even like Matthews. I'm scared to touch stuff with Matthews too because he's been having a weird year with his injuries. He's playing with really good players, so it's hard to say like I'm not betting under his points, but I wouldn't bet like him to lead the tournament points.
Okay. Yeah, somebody said Zibanejad. Zibanejad has been hot fucking garbage for the Rangers. It would be on
Sweden too.
It would be hilarious if this guy just went in there and got like 9 goals. It honestly, might even be worth. I wonder how far down the odds board he is. I'm looking at top goal scorer right now. This is crazy. I don't even see him anywhere. Somebody's got to get me a fucking Zibanejad line. I got to put like $10 on it. Oh, here he is. He's 101
for top goal scorer.
Top goal scorer, 101.
That's worth it. I mean, that's worth it.
Is Braden Point American?
Finals. No, he's Canadian.
Ah, fuck. I like him. Top point scorer, Jack Eichel, 22-1. Put it on my card.
It's a similar. You got similar idea to McDavid. You're taking a guy who's playing first line with Kyle Connor and Matt Tkachuk, and then he's playing first power play, where he's going to touch the puck a lot. So
Zibanejad 20-1 to be the top Swedish goal scorer. I don't hate that. Man, oh my God, Kapokako is on Finland. That guy sucks.
Yeah, he's also on Finland. Yeah,
Tuvo Teravainen, don't mind him. Granlund, okay, Mikkola's all the way down here. Yep, top U.S. goal scorer. Oh my God, I am such an idiot. I totally forgot Austin Matthews is actually American.
Yeah, yeah, Arizona.
That's Arizona. Right. Okay. Jack Hughes 6-1. Kyle Connor. Wow, 9-1. I didn't even realize he's having that great of a season. Oh, he's on the Jets, right?
Yeah.
He's
having a really good year.
Kreider 15-1. No, don't think so.
No.
Trocheck is on the team. Nice. Gunsel. No, I don't know who I like for top goal scorer. Probably chalky there.
I'd probably go Connor.
Connor.
To be honest.
Okay.
I'd probably go Connor or. It's also tough because like these guys are all playing on, I wouldn't say different roles, but different like Eichel and Stone this year have flipped roles. Like last year, Eichel was scoring a ton of goals, and the last 2 years, and Stone was an assist guy. And now you're seeing Stone score a ton of goals and Eichel be an assist guy.
Don't get me started.
It's confusing as hell.
Yeah.
So it's hard to peg kind of what's going to happen with these lines and how they'll play it, but. I would say you're going to see Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, Matt Tkachuk, Jake Gensel, Austin Matthews, and Jack Hughes get a majority of the offensive minutes at even strength.
I like Hughes. Don't mind JT Miller for team top point scorer 20-1. Tage being left off the USA is a travesty. Wow. I'd take Tkachuk. Yeah, don't hate that. JT Miller is the best scorer on this line. I don't hate JT Miller at all, really. All right. I'm going to take Eichel, top point scorer. I'm going to probably throw a little something on like Mitch Marner.
I like it.
I don't know, maybe most points on Canada or just like 35-1 on that, whatever the fucking MVP trophy is.
One at DGen, I know it's not a super glamorous, but it's USA. I think the USA round robin points on DraftKings is a bad line. They have 5.5 points for USA over under. I think that over is with how good the goaltending is for US. Like, I don't think Finland won't be able to outduel them or outscore them because of their goalies, unless the goalies just play terribly. But you have Hellebuck, who's going to win another Vezina, and Jake Ottinger, who's playing in front of, if not a better defensive unit than he is in Dallas. That's already a really good one. Mm-hmm. They're going to beat Finland, and they're going to beat Sweden, I'd imagine. That's 6 points right there if they beat them in regulation. They could also beat someone in regulation, beat someone in overtime, and lose to Canada, let's say, in overtime, and still get the 6 points too. It's minus 125 on DraftKings. It's minus 150 on Bet365 and minus 150 on FanDuel.
You know, I just have to tell you, I'm just looking at some of these guys on Finland, and I just love their top guys.
Their top 6 are good.
I love Rupe Hintz. I feel like there's some value somewhere here. I can't quite figure it out though. Okay, so USA over 5.5 points. What was the juice?
Minus 125.
Yeah, that seems weird. That seems very weird.
And everyone, like the other places that are offering it, are way higher on it. So unless DraftKings has some sort of NHL sharp setting their lines.
Well, I'm strapped to Hard Rock, so I'm sure it'll be fucking minus 350.
Oh, you're in fucking Florida. Right?
Yeah, it sucks. Don't even get me started.
Forgot about that.
All right, Sarah. Well, thank you for coming on and breaking this down. This was great. And then I will see you on Owner's Box later today around noon.
Yes, sir. Lines of Lunch starts at 12, but stay in DGen stream. Obviously, you want to hear from Steak, and then join ours 12:30. We'll see you at DGen.
Boom. All right, awesome, sir. Thank you for the time, and we will. I'll see you shortly.
All right. See you guys.
All right. See you, dude. W Stir. Okay. Good shit. I'm just going to recap something for you real quick. Canada, most goal. No. Canada. And I'm not that I'm fading the fucking Freddie and Sura bet of Connor McDavid to have the most points on anything because he's a goat. But I just have these weird vibes of players like Mitch Marner's to show up in tournaments like these. God, Canada's pretty fucking good, I got to tell you. Oh, wow, they got Marchand too. I forgot. Devin Toews, Shea Theodore, Drew Doughty. I'll take something on Marner. Don't know what yet. Definitely taking something on Eichel. Eichel's my guy in the regular season. I'll probably try to recoup. I'm going to lose my 2 units on his over goals because all this fucking guy does is pass the puck. Finland just sounds fun to bet on somebody. Like, how is Barkov not going to go out there and just wreck shit? Capocacco, no, he can get fucked. And then just in case the pathetic potential performance, I would put something on Mika Zibanejad because he has been god awful this season for the Rangers, but it would be hilarious if he was good for his nation. All right, good stuff, guys. Streams have been off to a pretty good start. Thank you, BK, for Golf Talk. Thank you, sir. It's time to get Steak in here. Steak, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. And I heard that you told me that you ordered a Ethernet cable. So yes. So when I lived at the house in Orlando, I'd have this ginormous 100-foot Ethernet cord. I'd plug it in and I would run it through the living room, run it through the dining room, and it looks like shit. But man, the internet is crispy.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody for helping, because you said Sick Money was helping out. Maybe Crutch was helping out. Fat Girls. Did Fat Girls help out?
No, he just came in here and yelled slurs at me.
He's such an asshole. All right. Anyways, how was I think that was the first time I or we, depending on what you ended up taking, lost in college basketball.
Yes.
From our reads. I think I had 8 plays. I think I went 3 and 5. Vanderbilt, unfortunately, got duped there with that big home dog. Auburn, too good. It was never Tennessee. And on that note, are you second guessing your Tennessee play?
No, I mean, it's not that I thought they weren't going to lose any games for the rest of the year.
Good.
But it wasn't pretty at all because actually there's plenty of opportunities for them to not only get back into the game, but take the lead. But they just never made it happen. They actually never looked good.
Great job syncing your Twitter, by the way. I just went to go do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do you think about Steak, longtime fan here? Any thoughts on Paulo tonight?
All right. So first of all, fuck you. That's first. Second of all, I'm boots on the ground tonight for the first time in a while because my schedule hasn't worked out for any Magic games, but I'm boots on the ground. And I think to reverse the curse, I should bet on Paulo. What do you think about that? And then third, also fuck you.
Yeah.
I should do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't usually bet on him, do you?
No, but I think I have to do it.
Well, if you do it, I have to do it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I don't hate that.
All right.
I don't even know who they're playing. Well, on that note, let's get on the board, I guess. And we got a couple new follows. Anthony Thurat, Wally Streets, fun name. Boss Chipal and Skies Fitz. Welcome to the board review. Thank you for the new followers. We're almost to, well, not almost, we're almost to 3,200 followers. We stalled for quite a bit because I did not have us on the best category on Twitch. We switched that. And if you're following on or watching on YouTube, I see we got almost 40 in there. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube page. Thank you very much. If you're on Twitch, why don't you go subscribe to that page? That would be fantastic. Oh, Fluffy Huevos with a new follow. That sounds nice. Thank you, Fluffy Huevos, following the Degenerate Weekly Twitch page. And thank you, Steak, for making the time to come on here. All right, we are pulling up the NBA board. And so originally, I think you were going to take the day off. And then I saw your tweet that there's 15 NBA games today. I was like, hold the fucking phone. You can't not come on the stream. You're the NBA guy right now. So we're gonna dive deep into this board. However, if anybody's joining for the first time, we have to preface this. Steak, and just in general, we have a tough time capping the NBA this early in the day. But we're going to do our best. And what I'm trying to tell you is don't come away from this stream after we're done at noon and punch any bets in based off.
Please don't do that. Yeah, please don't do that.
Do not do that because perfect example. Steak and I thought we liked the Sixers yesterday. And then at 5 o'clock, I see, or 4 o'clock, Steak says Raptors are dog of the day. The Raptors not only covered the 9, they went outright. So great job there on a plus 350. So just wait. Okay. I don't know what the method is to his madness, but let the guy just fucking sit there and let it simmer. By the way, how'd your soccer day go yesterday?
1-0, never lost.
Oh,
undefeated, never lost.
Man City?
Real Madrid.
Oh, you had Real Madrid. Okay.
Yeah.
And you had a nice Guinness at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I had a nice Guinness. I was hanging out with the boys, shooting the shit. Like all the guys from my fantasy football league all agreed to go have a day drink and argue about Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Yeah, it was should Eli Manning be a Hall of Famer, and then it turned into should Phillip Rivers be a Hall of Famer, which turned into should Matt Ryan be a Hall of Famer, which all pretty good questions, I think.
I probably have an unpopular take. I say no to Eli Manning.
I'm the guy who feels that way too.
Oh, really?
Eli Manning is mid as fuck.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
mid as fuck. Yeah.
No, he didn't have a Hall of Fame career, but he won 2 Super Bowls. But
no, he won 2 awesome games. So then put Nick Foles in there while you're at it.
Yeah. No, no. Who's the other guy? Phillip Rivers?
Yes.
Okay.
If you need a reminder, look at Phillip Rivers' stats. They're fucking bonkers, and his win-loss record's bonkers. Phillip Rivers was crazy. He could just never fucking get there.
Yeah, so that would be tough though. If you're anti-Eli but like super pro Phillip, then the person who is against you in that argument is going to throw in, oh, so Super Bowls don't matter.
Yeah, in this instance, they don't to me.
Okay, and then who was the other guy? Matt Ryan?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to go too heavy. He had crazy numbers too, but he doesn't give me Hall of Fame vibes either. But
No, he's more like stat patter, fantasy football guy.
yeah, and also Julio Jones and Roddy White your whole career with the mix, a little bit of Calvin Ridley at the end. He had targets.
Thank you. Dave Martinez knows ball. Matt Ryan, hell no. Steak speaks. We put the house on it. Bet responsibly. Tail at your own risk. No shot. Anyone agreed on Matty Ice being a Hall of Fame?
There was one guy there who did think it, but I'm not going to call him out. Phil Rivers, I think, is undisputed Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame reproducer. That's true. Yeah. Roddy White, dog. Where'd he go to college? You should know this.
Is it UAB?
Yeah. I can't believe that you weren't confident in that.
Okay, I mean, I said it pretty quickly.
Yeah, but you said, is it?
Yeah.
Rivers fucks. Yes, he does. Okay. No time to waste. Let's get into the board. We have I got RotoWire up. I'm going to get Outlier up, but we could do that a little bit later when we talk. By the way, it was never Kevin Hoyter and it was never fucking Zach Edey night. So I got to bounce back and lock in 2 shitty nights on the player props. We'll try to get less cute there. Okay. Hornets and the Magic 12.5. I mean, dude, if there is ever a team that is more due for a fucking smash spot, it's probably the Orlando Magic, Steak. They're slumping. They're slumping bad. They need the All-Star break. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Oh, this is the last game.
Yep.
Last game before the break. Paulo and Franz both scored 30 last game. You've got the Hornets, who probably also, not only can they not wait for the All-Star break, they can't wait for the season to be over. I will take you to the RotoWire before you even have to ask. That's the kind of treatment you get. And it looks like LaMelo Ball officially out. Okogie is out. Mark Williams, who's everybody's favorite player, all of a sudden is out. And Suggs is game time decision. So
Suggs isn't going to play.
What is that?
Suggs is not going to play.
Okay, probably smart. There's one more game left. 202 is a low total. But the Magic are 22-33 to the over. The Hornets also surprisingly 19-31 to the over. So 2 under teams. Maybe you could say it's a little contrarian to bet the under. What's your first thought?
Well, my first thought is tough because the Hornets are really, really bad. That's almost like not an NBA team you just showed me on that RotoWire, with the exception of Miles Bridges. But I have really been adamant and for the most part correct, I think, every game but one, that the Magic getting Franz and Paulo back at the time they did without Jalen Suggs were fades until the All-Star break. And I'm wondering if I should just press that button one more time. Because God, when I was looking at Sixers Raptors, I said to myself, like, holy shit, they're still making the fucking Sixers 9.5-point favorites against actual NBA teams. And honestly, man, I love the Magic. I'm a fan. I'm going to the game, but should the Magic be fucking 12-point favorites against anybody in the NBA right now with the way they're playing? Have they lost like 11 out of 12 games? Like, what makes the Magic 12 fucking point favorites against anyone?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 14. They've beaten the Pistons. They've beaten the Kings. They beat the shit out of them. And then they beat the Spurs. Yep.
Yeah. That's awful.
Yeah. Player props in this game. Franz is 26.5 juiced under. Paulo 22.5 juiced under. To score 30 points. Franz is plus 160. Paulo is 40-1.
40-1?
Sorry, 4-1. 4-1.
What the fuck? For
Okay.
for the squad ride to reverse the curse, it would be Paulo PRA.
Paulo PRA. All right. Well, in that sense, why don't I am actually going to get Outlier then because you're going to the game. You're going to the game, and it's a game that we want to talk about. W Outlier. I know people have asked if we have a promo code. No, we do not. But we are fans of Outlier. Okay, so I'm going to go to props. I'm going to go to games. I'm going to go to the Hornets Magic. I'm going to go to players, and I'm going to go to, oh, you know what? I don't have any of this on display for you, sadly. You can watch me work. Watch me nay. All right, there's Paulo, and I'm just going to go to points and rebounds. Where the fuck is it? Oh, maybe points, rebounds, and assists. Boom. All right, here it is. So you can see that, Steak?
Sure can.
Yeah. It's been ugly.
Been ugly for sure.
Let's go to the matchup. So he is technically a small forward. Ooh, points allowed. 10. Who the fuck is playing defense? Josh Green? And Miles Bridges can play basketball.
Mm-hmm. That's the only guy you could say
That's
that
the only
about in
guy.
that starting lineup.
Rebounds and assists. Oh, and Steak. Paulo rebounds and assists were my one of my plays, and he went under. It was 12.5. He had 9. So maybe this is a go back spot.
For me, it is PRA.
You like double?
Kinda, but I mostly just like PRA.
Okay. I'm with it.
For right now, the leans are Hornets in the under.
Okay, cool. Hornets under. But again, we just want to stress these are just leans. And hello, we got a few more follows. Hannah Fam fan, and MW Twyman. What's up? Good morning. Thank you for joining the board review. And thank you all the subscribers. Owner's Box Sandy gave out 5, by the way. I'll be over to Owner's Box. Steak, what do they say? They want you on tomorrow? Or are you coming on today?
I'm going on Owner's Box tomorrow. I also think I'm coming on with you, right?
If you can, yeah. And I got to hit up Snowman and see if he wants to come on and talk CBB. Or if we want to do it sometime next week, we'll figure it out. But we're big Snowman fans, so we'll get him on at some point. Yes. All right. Spurs and the Celtics. Steak, why do I feel like the Spurs might be a dog of the day play?
Because I love betting on Wemby when he's on ESPN.
Okay.
I love it. That's one of my narratives. It's square as shit, and I don't care.
This is the last stop on this train. It's the last road game for the Spurs, the 6th road game of a 6-game road trip. They haven't been home since February 1st. It's been a long winter on the East Coast. They did just beat the Wizards, but they did not cover. The Celtics, meanwhile, have had 2 very good games. Very good games. But Steak, the last time they were at home, they lost outright as 12-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But
couldn't possibly happen again, right? Celtics can't lose back-to-back home games.
That's what I knew. That's what you were going to say. RotoWire. Ooh, Bassey's out. Jaylen Brown, Craig, game time decisions. I didn't even realize Drew Holiday was still on the Celtics. I guess he's.
How about this? I promise I won't change my mind. It's the Spurs or nothing. I promise I won't later say I like the Celtics. It's either the Spurs or nothing. And yes, at 11:21 a.m., the Spurs are a dog of the day candidate for sure.
Thanks, Steak. Been tailing dog of the day and can afford to get the wife something nice for Valentine's Day.
Let's go.
We love that. Sharp, you know what your wife would probably want? My wife was wearing a nice degenerate crew neck at the airport last night. She had 3 glasses of wine, and we got off the plane. And halfway out of the airport, we hear our names called on the intercom. She left her fucking laptop on the plane. So W Delta, by the way. Yes, thank you very much, JP Delfreo. Get your wife, if they love 3 glasses of Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigio, whatever it is, at an airport getting fucked up and they want to leave their laptops. There's nothing better to do it in than a degenerate crew neck sweater. What's up, Shady Beef? Good morning. W Delta big time.
Yeah, imagine you left your laptop on Spirit flight.
That's exactly what Greg said. I was texting him about something else because he's going down to this wedding. We got a wedding in Miami. Can't wait to go to Miami. And the next week, Steak, I'll be back in Orlando. If you're going to be around, would love to not go to a game, but go to a bar, watch some sports or something. What happens first? Beef gets his hoodie from DGen or Chewy? Chewy's got his hoodie already. He's already rocked it. After tailing DGen last night, I can only afford a t-shirt. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, I was having a really good 30 days, and then since the Super Bowl, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, boom, spiraling down. So I'm tailing Steak's dog of the day. I can for sure fucking tell you that. Let's keep moving. So it's 2 games in the bag there. Going to be Spurs, no ifs, ands, or buts. You like the Hornets, but in the under, but nothing official there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, Pacers. You were on the Pacers last night, I believe. They did not come through with the Knicks.
Correct.
They're on the road now playing Washington. As we just mentioned, Washington did cover 11 points against the Spurs. But they are on a bit of a losing streak here, 3 games in a row. That's nothing too crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 they've covered. So the Wizards are treating bettors well in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
The Pacers are not.
Correct.
The Pacers are not covering. They're winning here and there. But they just had a road trip. Let's see. You talked about this. They kind of won games that you didn't expect them to win. Lost games that they shouldn't have lost, or I don't know. You said it much better than that.
Lost to the Lakers without LeBron, but beat the Clippers as big underdog was just an interesting way to go about your LA road trip.
Yep. Total 241. Oh, you know what? Did that game end up going under or over last night?
Knicks over.
Wow. By the fucking...
By a few points.
242 and a half. Am my math right?
Oh, I got it at 239.
Oh, gotcha. So it was bet down. Yeah, you never know with these lines. Okay. Where is your head at stake? Or let me show you the roto wire while you attempt to make your decision. There it is right there. Miles Turner's out. The Wizards have a bunch of guys out. You would have to imagine that Washington is trying to tank, but they're certainly not doing as good of a job as the Chicago Bulls were. Shout out to that 22-point fucking first half from them last night. So what do you think about Pacers Wizards?
I know I've said this before, and I'm sure everyone thinks I'm fucking stupid. I don't buy tanking in the NBA like people think, especially this early in the year. There's a bunch of guys on the Wizards who stand to make millions of dollars with other teams if they play well. So, like, I understand it might not lead to, like, the best team basketball, but tanking in the NBA is so dumb. The best case scenario, you get extra lottery balls. It's not even like the worst record is guaranteed the number one pick. It's just tanking in the NFL is completely different, and they don't even tank in the NFL. We've seen teams win the stupidest games that they should never win in Week 18, and it still happens for some reason. But, yeah, do I believe the Wizards are tanking? I don't believe it at all, and I think you could look at how they're playing and see that they're not tanking. They're just not very good.
Okay. I think that's a pretty fair take. On that note, would you consider investing in anything tonight? Do you think the Wizards could be a live dog or?
Not really, man. Not really.
You know what I'm finding? I feel like road dogs treat you better than home dogs.
Road dogs treat you better than home dogs. Yeah, you might be right about that, actually. I haven't done the math, but you might be right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving here. Another home dog. You got Toronto 14.5 against Cleveland. Total 235. Does Cleveland give two shits about this game? You said you were going to do a better job of not fading them. At the same time, though, I think the Raptors have treated you pretty well. Yeah, they've covered the last three. They went outright for you the other night. And then on the flip side, the Cavs fucked us with the Wolves. So any interest in getting down on Cleveland and Toronto, and in the middle is the roto wire? You don't look like you really care.
No, just half the chat is Cleveland fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not going to make anyone happy. But who doesn't think that the Cavs will, like, just fucking skull fuck the Raptors? I think that would be what everybody thinks about this game. Mm-hmm. Exactly what I'm saying, Richie Parlay. I think this is pretty much what everybody would think.
Last game before the break, though, you think Cleveland might that's the thing. Like, teams might give it one more good effort before having 8 days off.
Just to be clear, it could very easily be a Cleveland skullfuck. I'm just pointing out that it's, I think, pretty obvious narrative. I think that's what everybody would think looking at that game.
Got it. I see what you're saying.
And like when you're 9.5-point dogs to the trash ass Sixers, being 14.5 to the Cavs, just not that weird.
All right.
Don't think the Cavs do though, right, Hill? I think this is their last game. He's saying there's NBA games tomorrow. Actually, it's worth looking at.
There are games tomorrow?
That's what Hill's saying. Yeah, there is. There is games tomorrow. It is Warriors, Rockets, Kings, Pelicans, Heat, Mavericks, Thunder, Wolves, Clippers, Jazz. So we'll keep that in mind as we talk about teams today.
We will keep that in mind. All right. So okay. I think I kind of like the Pacers.
Yeah, I think I kind of like the Pacers too. As far as a favorite goes so far, that would be my favorite on the board.
Okay,
far.
So Washington money line will be on your card in 6 hours.
Yeah, that's why I'm always scared to do this.
Detroit playing Chicago again. So weird.
I mean, how did it possibly work out this way that this was set up like this and that they beat them that bad? Like, that was the biggest loss in the NBA this year. It had to be, right? There's no way there was a bigger fucking just plowing than that. What was the score?
Oh, it ended up being 132-92. I mean, the Bulls actually came back.
Yeah, ended up being fairly competitive.
No, they didn't come back. They only won the second half by fucking 2 points. I'm an idiot.
That's incredible. They won the second half yesterday and lost by 40.
This is crazy. absolutely crazy. I don't even know what Hoyter was doing. I have no interest in even reliving it. There's no point in betting in this game, right?
I mean, how disgusting would it be to bet the Bulls?
Yeah, but like,
Do you want to be that contrarian and that gross? I don't really, but how gross is it, dude? It's so gross.
Is that what you think should be done?
That's usually how sports gambling goes. That's all I'm going to say.
I know, but hold on. The Bulls have lost their last 3 games 19, 21, 40.
Yeah.
I just genuinely think this team.
What's the spread of this game?
It says 6.
Okay, and what was the spread of last night's game?
6.
Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh my God, Jalen Duran did not have a double-double last night. That was the Twitter POD when I woke up.
He probably played half the game. The starters were out fucking by like the mid.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But I mean, still, Cade had 20 points. Thompson had 16, 18 for Tobias. You know, he could have scored. Holy shit. Who is Beasley? Is that Malik Beasley?
Yeah, guy from the Bucks.
24 fucking points.
Yeah, he's been really good.
I don't even know who played well. Buzelis I don't even know who that is on the Bulls. Had 12 points.
Yep.
They were 35 of 100.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you explain to me if you're an odds maker and the Pistons are playing really good basketball and the Bulls already got their ass kicked 2 games, you make them +6 at home against the Detroit Pistons, totally fine. Fair spread, I guess, even though last night you could argue it was kind of short. Then they beat them by 40, and then you wake up today and you say, same spread, run it back.
If you're betting the Bulls, I'm betting Kevin Hoyter again.
Okay, I'm just simply saying if it's not the Bulls and the Pistons win by double digits again, somebody who makes lines needs to get fired.
The only thing I can think of here, is if you're Detroit, right? Hear me out. You're Detroit.
I'm not saying the Bulls are dog of the day, guys. I'm just simply talking about a line that I think is insane. That's all I'm saying.
You're going to Detroit. Hold on. Wait, I'm going to back you up here. You're going to Detroit. No, you're Detroit. You're going to Chicago. Chicago's a great city. It's a fun city. It's a fun city to party in. You have a back-to-back games against the Bulls. And then you have a long break. You go out there, you beat them by 40. You don't care about this game.
Yeah, but it's tough. I can't play that narrative with the Pistons because they're so much better than people expected that I think they care about every game.
Okay.
The Pistons are solid.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
Yeah.
They absolutely are. Okay. All right.
I can't buy the don't care narrative, unfortunately.
Okay. No, I'm with you. Sacramento 5-point favorites on the road against New Orleans. I don't understand this New Orleans Pelicans team. Let's see. The Kings have won 2 straight. Not bad. They beat the Pelicans just by 5 points the other day at home. They were -8, did not cover. They beat the Mavs, and it looks like the Pelicans are another team that are fucking terrible, 12-41.
Yeah.
They are first game back from a long road trip. Have a back-to-back against the Kings. Do we see the Kings do to the Pelicans what the Pistons just did to the Bulls? That was confusing to say, but I think that made sense.
Not how I see it. No.
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting for the Kings to fall off. I feel like, yeah, I think so. I think
the Mavs.
Well, yeah, they just beat the Mavs, and that's fine. The Mavs had lost Gafford at halftime, have no Anthony Davis, and fucking just traded Luka. So beating them isn't like that crazy. But they're like the team of misfits now. They got the guys that I'm not saying Zach LaVine's a misfit, but DeMar DeRozan, and they got rid of Fox, and I just feel like it's just falls off the wagon soon for the Kings, in my opinion.
Freckles said you guys skipped 2 games, by the way. Oh, did we really?
Which one?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Right.
Thank you, Fat Girls. Okay, fine.
2 good ones.
Wait, real quick. I know the Kings traded for Zach LaVine, and I forgot they had DeMar DeRozan. They didn't get DeRozan and LaVine.
Yeah.
They got them both?
No.
DeRozan was already on the Kings.
Yeah, DeRozan was already on the Kings.
Did
and
DeRozan and Levine? That's such a weird trade. Now that I think about it, did they like not like each other?
I don't know if they didn't like each other, but it is weird to have them back on the same team.
I'll never understand that. If like DeRozan and Levine already played together, what do you think they're going to be work out better because you have fucking Sabonis or like kind of what I'm getting at is I'm with you. Like I think the Kings would fall off too because this combination doesn't work out.
Yeah,
So.
Rolo saying they did like each other, which obviously I don't remember there being any beef, but they didn't win. They weren't winning together. It's weird to team them up again. It's just weird. It felt like a trade that like worked out for everyone else, and the Kings were just like, okay, give us DeRozan and Levine again together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, Hawks in New York. I don't think you can fade Atlanta right now.
I don't think you could fade New York.
Okay.
Well, I can't fade New York. I don't win when I fade New York.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They've covered 8 of their last 9. They've won 3 straight. And this is their last game before the break. Going to be a good game against the Knicks. They always play the Knicks pretty well, I think. New York is New York's playing really well too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Won 8 of their last 10. This is a good game. I think if I had to watch one game tonight, other than Bulls Pistons, it would be New York Atlanta. So
it's a really fun game of narratives. I mean, it's a really fun game. Well, no, sorry. It's a really fun day of NBA narrative. This is a great game because you got Trae Young in the Garden. Everybody loves that narrative. You got Brunson off his shitty game. I personally like him 30 plus. I think it's like plus 175. I'm going to tell you about my parlay too. You want to hear about my NBA parlay I cooked up with Fat Girls? I want to see if you like it.
Yeah, but hold on.
Okay.
I forgot to play Josh Hart. Oh,
Yeah. He went nuts.
I forgot all about playing Josh Hart, points, rebounds, and assists. That should have been the ladder. Fuck. Okay. Yes, I would love to hear about the parlay. Tell it to me.
Brunson 30 plus. Donovan Clingan double. That's Fat Girl's play. And CJ McCollum over 20.5. That's my play. I think it's 150 to win 3,000.
Well, I guess we'll get to Clingan. He's on the Blazers.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute dog. I mean, I love Clingan. Okay. Couple of sub banks, by the way. Richie Parlay got gifted from Cam his money. Aloha Bets gave a sub to Adams. Got picks. Appreciate you guys. W sub banks. Okay. So as of right now, Steak, where would your head be? Total 240.5. What are we laughing about?
Got this shit. I got it from Fat Girls, dude. Maybe he's on Outlier. I don't go on Outlier as much as I should, honestly. I need to go more.
But let's be honest. I mean, it just is what it is. If you're betting NBA player props, it's very, very likely you're going to find a lot of people are on the same things because it's influenced by data.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cam is money. As much as I like Cam is money, and he's a sharp son of a bitch and he's winning bets, he's still going to be on player props that Alex Caruso is going to be on. So it's not that crazy for like 2 guys, 3 guys in here to be on the same NBA player props. That's not a dig. That's just the way it is. If that makes sense. What the fuck? I'm not on CJ. Oh, so
no, I didn't say you're on CJ. I'm on CJ. I like CJ. I said he likes Clingan, and we both like Clinton.
Sorry. Then I take that back. So you're not on Outlier.
I'm not on Outlier.
So you must just be tailing Austin's props.
Cam is money.
Who's tailing Austin's prop? Got it. Bet me to ask. I haven't seen or heard anything about it. What is 1 unit for both of you? I have a question.
Okay.
What does that matter?
So I used to be open about this, except, and this is not directed at you, Jaden, but now that I've gotten some more followers and I don't know any of them, it's weird people ask that question.
Yeah. And
now I'm officially uncomfortable answering the question because it's always followed by like, what do you do for a living? I live in Florida. Can I have a job? Like it gets weird. So I stopped answering that question.
No, stop doing that. But in all seriousness, and Jaden, not to be mean, what does it matter? I don't know that I have ever cared, what Ollie or Cam or any of these other guys are betting if they have 1 unit or something. 10, 100.
I'll only unit shame you if you put your parlay on a shirt.
Yes.
Then I'm
the question is, what is 1 unit to you? I've seen that on Twitter. I see people asking. I'm just so curious. What do you care? I only ask this because as long as I've been betting, I have never given a fuck. Never. I don't even know that you have. Have you ever cared? I wonder what these guys, how much these
Never
guys are
once.
betting.
It's never once crossed my mind what a guy's betting on a game.
Yeah. No, that's
The
absolutely-
only thing I would be mad about is if people, I would be very upset if people gave out plays they didn't have their money on. That would upset me.
Yes. Right. All good. Pretty sure Beeve had in his action bio 1 unit equals $200. Don't use the unit metric. Never used it. So I agree. Yeah. I don't care personally.
I don't either.
Beeve could bet $20 units. I would not think any more or less of him. That does not matter to me at all. If anything, that would make more sense because he's a fucking PE teacher. All right, let's go to Philadelphia and Brooklyn.
That too, Cam. Yeah, Philadelphia and Brooklyn. Another good narrative game because I think Joel.
Agree. By the way,
yeah. I think this is the game where everyone is finally saying, "Is this specific 76ers team better without Joel Embiid?" And he's not playing tonight. So I've seen that a lot.
But they're just saying if.
No, I feel like it's now become a popular narrative.
And
he sucks, man. Did you see him at the end of that game last night?
No.
He fucking sucks. He had turnovers. He missed easy shots. He didn't shoot a 3 to tie the game when he should. He's just fucking not there, dude. He's gone.
Yeah. No, he's soft. If he wanted to be, he could be the best player in the NBA. He is soft as shit. And I hate to say it, but I think that's kind of more commonplace than it is in the NBA than I wish it was. Players are just soft. And they're insanely talented. So RotoWire has Embiid. You said he's out. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, I believe he's out. Yeah,
he's 100% out.
Oh, he's officially out.
Yeah. Then
so you decide. You decide if you want to buy into the narrative that they're better without him. I think they suck either way.
Oh, dude, this team's terrible. One of my biggest regrets, I didn't take any player props or NBA futures, and the one under I probably would have taken would have been the Sixers. Mainly because of the Paul George thing, though. I didn't realize their bench is awful.
The problem is what was it? The news with Embiid? Did it announce he won't play back-to-backs, or what was that thing? Because it plummeted after some news at the beginning of the season. I think it was that he wouldn't play back-to-backs or something like that. Something made the Philadelphia 76ers win total drop 6 games.
You might be right.
I'm not saying you'd been right either way, but
I think he had some injury lingering coming into the season, and so he was going to be on a tight restriction for the first 40 games, which he was, right?
He is.
Yeah.
He is. He doesn't play that much.
Right. Yeah, it's so weird. Sucking Wheel with another sub bang to ZDZ bets. Appreciate you guys. A lot of subs, a lot of follows. We love that. Thank you very much. All right, and thank you again for the YouTube subscribers. We got quite a few from today. Okay.
I'll just say this. Stacks, this is probably true, but in my opinion, I'm an idiot, so whatever the fuck I say doesn't really matter. But if he's actually hurt and he's fighting through injuries, instead of doing what he's doing this year, which I think is hurting him more, just sit out the season. Just sit out. It's that simple.
I don't disagree. Okay, so what I'm picking up from you is you probably want to fade the Sixers.
I just think it's buttons you can just keep pressing. That's how I got to the Raptors yesterday. You could keep pressing, fading the Sixers. They're not going to magically fucking be good. If they beat the Nets today, cool. They're not going to fucking string together a bunch of wins. They're really, really bad, and they played really little team basketball. And the only player worth a shit on the whole team is Tyrese Maxey, unless I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. But
any potential masterclass guys that could be on the Nets? Could it be a Cam Johnson game?
So is Nick Claxton back?
It says game time decision, but
if he plays, I'd be interested.
Yeah, because
McCain's awesome. He's out. He's awesome.
McCain's awesome.
I obviously love Jared McCain.
Gershon Yabusele, 29 years old, 6'8", 265. I think Claxton could bang with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, projected minutes. That's fun. I never used that tool before on RotoWire. There's so many tools, dude. I gotta get in the fucking shed. I don't know who Justin Edwards is. This guy went to Kentucky. He's 21 years old, 6'6", 209. I mean, Cam Johnson should be able to fucking take this guy. Cam Johnson's a baller, right?
Sounds like you like Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Well, let's go to the outlier.
All right, but hold on. Hold on.
You could talk to me a little bit about the last time Nick Claxton played. I agree, Cam. I think Maxey might be an easy button to push.
Yeah, I mean, how could he not?
Yes, Bart. I do think so.
Fuck Paul George. No disrespect. All right, games. We want to go to the Sixers and the Nets, right?
It's crazy. Someone commented on my post on the Raptors pick, 40 ball incoming from Paul George. And it occurred to me, there will just always be people that believe in Paul George forever.
Dude. I want to be as nice as possible. There is a group of NBA fans who are as fucked in the head as you could ever find in a group of anything, who will always be stuck in their ways on certain players and forever never be willing to accept, like, guys are done, guys are washed, teams aren't good. If a coach won a championship but he's having a bad year, like, they're just so prideful. NBA fans are like really protective of their league. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. They're protective of guys that they're like nostalgic about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Paul George on the Pacers was so fucking cool, and they had those battles with LeBron, and you just thought back then, you're like, this guy's going to get one. This guy, at some point in his life, is going to get one. And then he went to the Thunder, and it didn't work out. Everywhere he went to the Clippers, it didn't work out. It doesn't fucking work out for Paul George.
Yeah.
It's
thank
true.
you, Special K. I had that take, and I'm going to actually retweet it. Yeah, lifelong dick riders. Steak, can you run that parlay you said again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your Wi-Fi was doing so well, and then hit the wall. We'll give Steak a second. Broke his leg in half. Paul George. Oh, are you back? Maybe.
I hope so.
Yep.
Am I back?
You. Yep. Paul George.
Man, dude. Well, this is the last day. The Cat 5 comes tomorrow.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Let's go. Who did you want to look at? You want to look at Nick Claxton, and we want to look at Cam Johnson, right? Let's look at.
Yeah, and I want to run through the parlay. Donovan Clingan double-double. Jalen Brunson 30 points. CJ McCollum over 20.5
points. Rebounds. You want to just do points and rebounds for Nick Claxton?
Yeah.
Okay. So Claxton has been going under his rebounds. So let's go to Nick Claxton over.
I bought it. It's coming. I promise. It's coming.
Claxton has been going under his rebound line. This could be a game where he steps up, and then let's look at his points. He has been going over his points. His points are at 11.5.
Can you go back to points and rebounds one more time? I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Yep. Let me do both. Hold on. Let me do both. Points and rebounds. Let's go to points and rebounds. Over points and rebounds. This is Nick Claxton. So 22 and 20. His line's at 19.5. I mean, he's really right down the middle. 2 under, 2 over, 2 under, 2 over. But he's going. Look at how close he is to going over. I mean, he's right there every time. You know.
Yep.
Could be a Nick Claxton game.
Could be a Nick Claxton double-double.
Could be a Nick Claxton double-double. And then Cam Johnson, points. Let's just look at points here for Cam Johnson. Points. Cam Johnson over 17.5 points. I mean, this guy's been kind of quiet. 15, 16, 17, 18, 14. One more he's got in his bag.
I like it. I'm with you. If you say that's the play, then that's what we're going to play. But I don't want to play 2 nets. So you decide first if it's Cam Johnson, and then I'll decide after if it's Nick Claxton.
All right, let's keep moving through the board. Miami and Oklahoma City, big spread here. Any reason to get involved?
No, I will just going to buy into the fact that this has been a weird couple weeks for the Miami Heat, and I can't think of a team really, with the fact that Hero's a little banged up and the Jimmy Butler news was weird, and Jaime is fucking, I think, a game time decision. I have no idea if he's going to play. And I think this team really does need the All-Star break.
Milwaukee.
Yep.
You love fading the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Want to keep doing it?
Kind of, yeah.
You don't sound too enthused.
I'm not that enthused because of how bad the Wolves were against the Cavs. It's hard to fade them again, you know, like you're selling at a low, I guess you could say. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah. Conley and Edwards, GTDs. Lillard, game time decision. Jesus. fucking Bucks are banged up. Tyler Hero game time decision. In theory, that Heat lineup is just doesn't look like that awful to me. Is that weird? Like I look at that lineup and I think like that's kind of fun.
Is this Duncan Robinson?
Yeah.
Has he been playing well?
No.
It's crazy. I thought he was like on his way out of the NBA. No, I like Jaime Jaquez.
You're right, Playboy, for sure.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
I'll probably pass.
Okay.
Heat play Mavs tomorrow night, so this isn't even. Yeah, thank you, Hill. You're absolutely helping with that.
Yep. Okay.
Heat play Mavs.
All right, Phoenix,
Houston. God, dude, the fucking Rockets.
Let's see.
I love the Rockets, but they're just reeling.
Shout out Kevin Durant. He had his 34 piece last night. I saw that. I hope you guys played it after I shit on him. You're telling me Houston. You're telling me Houston's fallen off here a little bit. They did win against Toronto, but they didn't
cover. And then look what they did before that.
Yeah, they were. I'll go back to it in a second. They were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They lost 6 in a row. And the Suns are losing. The Suns are poo-poo platter, 26-27, and not doing very well. But let's see. No, they're not even doing well as underdogs. Yeah, I don't know. There might not be an edge in this game. What do you think?
There might not be an edge, but if KD's playing, Houston, that's a lot of respect for Houston, just judging off how bad they've been playing.
Okay.
It looks like he is, and Booker's playing. It seems like a lot of respect for Houston.
Okay. By the way, has Tyus Jones been the man that everybody said he was going to be?
That's about what he's supposed to be.
Yeah. 11.6 assists. Yeah, 6 assists is pretty good, I guess. People love Tyus Jones. That's that weird NBA thing I'm talking about. They just love certain guys when it doesn't make any sense to me. Portland and Denver.
I am totally fine with people who love a role player for no reason. I'm also fine for those people who romanticize those random kids who made March Madness runs that you'll never hear from again. I'm not fine with people sweating Paul George for fucking ever and pretending like he's elite when he just hasn't been for so long.
That's fine. But sometimes I think we take guys who have like 5 games of playing well and then act like they're the shit forever. And Tyus Jones was a dude who I was just flabbergasted in the offseason, whether it was this one or the one before, when people were loving Tyus Jones and they're like, oh, yeah, pay attention to this guy, blah, blah, blah. You don't know ball. I remember I think he went to the Wizards when I faded them last year because they had Poole and Kuzma. They're like, we got Tyus Jones at point guard. Larry Beeman, I consider a ball knower, and I know he's a Suns fan, and the Suns are not doing well. Tyus Jones has never been a dude that really impressed me. So I just wanted to.
Since the chat's naming guys, I'm drawing a blank. Jack Golke and Marcus Howard. Who's the kid from Purdue? Was it Carson Edwards?
Yeah, and I bet on him to be Rookie of the Year when he got drafted by the Celtics.
Was insane in the tournament. I literally don't remember that fucking kid missing ever in the tournament. He was absolutely insane.
And I had Purdue in that game, and I was watching it. I was at a bar. I was at a great Irish bar.
Was it against Tennessee? Is that right?
I mean,
drawing a blank
performance, but I can't remember who it was against. I don't know. The chat's gonna know. Cardiac Kemba. I mean, yeah, I loved Kemba. Doug Edert owns Purdue. I don't even know who that is. Jimmer season. Does anybody remember? Anyways, it doesn't matter. I bet, true story, I bet on Carson Edwards to win NBA the Rookie of the Year. The guy never even played.
Guy from St. Peter's, right?
Who's St. Peter's?
Doug Edert.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. All right, let's get back to the board and then wrap it up. I gotta shut my vocal cords down for a few minutes before I go on Owner's Box. Portland, Denver, anything?
Damn, my Wi-Fi is still struggling. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but let's push through.
Okay, we'll push through. What I said yesterday, I feel like the Blazers are coming back down to life a little bit.
Do you want to fade them?
Not sure about that, no, but I don't think they're just a fucking smash bot like they were for that those 10 games.
They just played. Oh, but keep an eye on the Nuggets, guys. They're heating up. Oh, they're also beating bad teams.
Is everyone playing?
Murray is banged up. I don't know. Portland's injury report is
absolutely wait to bet this game. Don't even bother talking about it with those 3 guys being
moving. Then we got 3 games left. We'll shut it down strong. I'll upload this audio to the podcast too. It's been a minute.
Okay, I have a bet here. I think
Lakers.
all the people that are sharp or think like sharp or contrarian were like, let's fade Lakers on Luka's first night. It's the Jazz plus 12.5. I had so many people DM me, Jazz got to be the dog of the day. Luka's first game, right? The Lakers won by like 30 points. None of those people are going back to the fucking Jazz in this game as less than double-digit favorites. I think the line's short. I think the Jazz are a live dog, and I think nobody is betting the Jazz again here. Jazz almost might be grosser than fucking the Bulls. Nobody's doing it. Very heavy dog of the day candidate.
Okay. Who would you say on this lineup would go off for the Jazz?
Oh, fuck. Because it's so obvious to say Markkanen, and I feel like
I was gonna say
Kessler's
Clark.
burned people. I was going to say Clarkson too.
Should we fucking collect? Let's
Check
see.
the outlier.
Yeah, but hold on. Let's look.
Marshall Henderson was awesome.
Oh, so the Lakers just got up big early. It was just never even a game. Who played well for the Lakers? Oh, was this a Reeves? No. Everybody kind of played evenly well.
Reeves played good.
Hachimura played well. Okay, let's see. Wow. Nobody really stood out. Clarkson was not good. 6 of 15, but he still jacked up 10 threes. You want to go Clarkson today? Me too. You want to go threes? You want to go points?
Points.
All right. He had 4 assists. He had 1 rebound, so we're not going to get that route. John Collins, 17 and 11. Kessler, 13 and 12. Yeah.
Kessler's everybody's wagon.
I like Kessler. Okay. All right. Cool. Maybe Jazz. Maybe. Everything's a maybe right now, except for the Spurs. Golden State, dude. Is that a team you just keep pressing the button?
Maybe. This is two teams definitely heading in opposite directions. I think Warriors are excited about what they got going on with Jimmy Butler. Dallas obviously already AD out. Gafford already out. I think, what's the other guy, the awesome center? Is it Derek Lively? I feel like he's banged up too. I don't know who the Mavs have as a center.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, look at that list, bro.
Oh, Klay Thompson revenge game. I have a fun bet.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like the under.
Okay.
The Warriors are playing very well. They just scored 125, 132. They've played 4 straight games to the over, 6 of their last 7. But the Mavs just played a game with fucking 260 billion points. The Mavs are also playing to the over. I don't know, man. The last game before the break, and the Warriors are on the 5th game.
No.
Oh, sorry. They got to play at Houston.
Yeah. They play tomorrow. Both teams play tomorrow, I think.
Oh, dude. I think, look at this. Last time they played, 276 points.
I'll say right now, I fully fucking agree. I fully agree.
I like the under in this game. All right. That'll be my
Murphy, Chad, I'm not rooting against Creighton. I want to be very clear about that. I'm not rooting against them.
Okay. All right. Last game. And then we are wrapping it up here for the board review. Been a good stream today. Covered a lot of bases. Thank you again to our guests. And no, Mid-Major Matt asked if Steak is getting paid for his appearance. No, this is Steak's fucking stream as well, bitch. So Memphis and Clippers. Clippers are 4.5-point favorites. Are the Memphis Grizzlies a button to keep pressing?
Maybe. This is a good one to look at the RotoWire.
Okay. Let's do that. And here you go. Can you see it?
Yep.
Looks like a lot of people are playing.
Healthy as you could ask the Grizzlies to be.
Yep. Fun team.
This is going to be a fun game. If you like the under in Golden State Warriors Dallas, I'd say I'd probably have to like the over here.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Oh wow. Ooh, they haven't played. They had a lot of games off, but they do play tomorrow. That sucks. They got to go fucking play at Utah tomorrow.
Good. Hello.
They're rested. They are fucking rested. And the Grizzlies are on a back-to-back.
Yeah, see this?
Nope. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
We're going to monitor that one.
All right, Steak. Let's run through real quick. Just give your leans. Put them
Well,
on
then
the Discord.
I'm just real quick. Do you want to do 10 minutes? Just fucking run through the fucking college basketball board as quick as possible.
Yeah.
And then
Are there games?
There's enough games to just really quickly run through it. We won't even dig in.
Okay. St. John's and Nova. Got to start
Yeah.
there.
So this is a really good one for us because we've been saying now for the last 4 games that St. John's undervalued. Villanova obviously overvalued at home, even though they just won that game against Xavier. And so now it's kind of like, what do you do? Villanova seems a little sharp. It appears that they're getting the line moving in their favor. St. John's, I feel like, has won and covered at least the last 5 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm forgetting one. So you decide, do you keep pressing St. John's or do you take the sharp bait and take Villanova?
I like St. John's, but
I tend to agree with this take from Dave Martinez.
this
And
is
I took Mississippi State. I fell for it. I can tell you right now, I'm not falling for Villanova. It doesn't mean I'm taking St. John's, but I don't see myself pressing Villanova.
I got burned with road favorites yesterday with Arizona and with Tennessee. I kind of want to go back to a handful of them today. But yeah, there are teams that I just don't want to fade. And I went with the under in that Mississippi State game. I just decided I don't want to fade good teams.
Is this your under, Crutch? Good call, by the way, Crutch. Auburn Vandy under.
Yep. Always that. Always
for
that.
that.
Good job, Crutch. Nice job. Tino runs laps around Neptune. Yeah, I just I don't know. I just don't want to fade good teams in there. And St. John's is a good team. And I'm still down to get nasty in certain spots, but I don't think I want to do it here. I lean St. John's. What about you?
I lean St. John's.
Rutgers, Iowa.
So Crutch likes the under here, just to throw it out there. St. John's, Villanova, and then we'll move on. Rutgers, Iowa. I like Rutgers. Rutgers has an insane team total. It's like 86 or something. That's fucking crazy. I think I already saw MJ was on the team total over, which I would absolutely expect him to be. I would probably just press Rutgers.
I mean, Rutgers being 5.5 against Iowa seems like a lot of respect.
Iowa sucks.
And they suck on the road, right?
Yeah, they suck everywhere now.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, dude. This is the one problem I have, though. And I don't know how you feel about this, but there are times when teams as underdogs are just really good as underdogs, and you don't want to bet them when they're favorites. Rutgers has not been a favorite since December 30th. That's fucking crazy.
Okay, well, I'll say this then. Maybe MJ's look is the best look because 84.5 or 85 is still an insane team total, and Iowa gets really high totals at home. But for this game being at Rutgers, I feel like this is a high total. So if you want to avoid what you just said, maybe we just join MJ on the team total over. But you should attack Rutgers.
I'm going to go game over.
Okay, that's fine too.
Because it is a very high total for Rutgers, and Iowa just went under.
Oh, my bad. I just always assume he's on the team total over. Well, maybe I'll fucking do my own thing and take the team total at that point.
Okay, I'm going to go game over on that one. Let's keep moving. Not really seeing anything worth talking about here.
No, just since we're trying to hurry. There's not going to be a ton.
Okay.
Georgia Tech. Can you tell me what Georgia Tech did last game?
Yes. They
lost to Virginia after beating Clemson. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. They're 1.5 against Stanford.
No, nothing.
Okay. Mississippi, Ole Miss, and South Carolina.
I want to sort of tap into the fact that I really do think Ole Miss could be decent in March and get it going. South Carolina's been like a really pesky underdog for a lot of games. I don't know. Maybe you could argue seems a little short. Sure. I wouldn't be pressing South Carolina.
You are lagging again.
We're almost done.
Yep. Okay. What's up, Jack Whelan? Thank you for hanging out and always supporting. Appreciate you. Cox money line, or they get skull fucked.
Fair.
Very fair.
Very fair.
Xavier Providence.
Yeah. So
Providence is always good at home, right? Isn't that what their thing is at the dunk or whatever it's called?
Yeah. I like a lot of the road teams. Is that scary?
Yes, but not so much because they burned people yesterday. So I don't mind going back to that.
I like Xavier.
Somebody's asking about VCU. Did we pass VCU?
Yeah, right there.
Georgia Washington.
What did VCU do last game? Because before that, they were absolutely skull fucking people.
see. Oh, they've been on fire.
Yeah, they've been fucking on fire. But let's check George Washington.
And then we have to pick a hoodie giveaway, by the way, from yesterday. Boots on ground. We'll pick 2 winners and get them out.
I don't know, Daddy. I think this line's right.
Okay.
VCU's been destroying people.
Yeah, I kind of do too. And a very good ATS. George Washington is average. What'd you say about Xavier? You like Xavier?
Yep.
Washington, Ohio State.
God, that fucking Drake line is short. I got to stay away from Drake.
I have a thought.
Washington stinks.
Well, I was just going to say, could Washington beat today's Indiana?
When's the last time Ohio State's been an 11-point favorite? Yes, we'll go back, Crutch. That'll be the last thing we do. Yeah, I seen that Playboy game time decision. We'll wait on that. Don't bet anything on that.
Drake is short.
I mean,
16 and 7 ATS.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Drake's just a little short every game, and they still, for the most part, cover every game. So now I'm not going to press it.
Okay. Notre Dame.
Missouri is an interesting one. They've been a wagon, and last game they were 4.5-point favorites against Texas A&M and lost outright. I had mentioned it's scary to take these teams that everybody loves as underdogs. I think you actually just said it. It's scary to take these teams that everybody loves as underdogs, as big favorites. They normally don't perform the same. But maybe after getting that Texas A&M game out of their system, Missouri could cover 9.5 against Oklahoma. It's definitely respectful. I think Oklahoma really sucks.
Me too. I was going to say that line seems short.
Okay, if you think that, then I would tell you to take Missouri.
Oklahoma's fucking terrible.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. They've been playing bad. They've also had some good wins on the year, but lately they've been playing bad, no doubt.
I mean, they're 17.5-point dogs against Auburn, so is a 9-point difference in Missouri that weird?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not calling it short, though.
Okay.
Nobody expected shit from this Missouri team this year.
Okay. All right. Fair enough then on that note. Okay. Duke and Cal. Wow. Late game for Duke.
Yeah. Nah, it's Duke or nothing.
Okay. Arizona State, Texas Tech.
I think Texas Tech got that shitty game against Arizona out of their system, and this could potentially be a Texas Tech smash spot.
Okay. I don't hate that. DePaul didn't cover last night, did they?
No, DePaul did cover. Marquette didn't cover.
Sorry, Marquette did not cover.
Yeah.
Damn, I fucking felt good about that one.
All right, last thing, Wake Forest, FSU for Crutch. He likes the over. We'll go over that, and then we'll be done.
No, why don't we just note that he likes the over?
Well, you don't want to look at it real quick, the game? We didn't look at it. We're done. Yeah, there you go.
Total 144. Why do we like the over? What's his
Both
rating?
unders analytics have it finishing 139-40. 2 offenses I don't think anyone respects, rightfully so. I'm obligated to tail after Auburn Vandy, so I'll be taking it.
Yeah. Okay. I just don't know that. Like, nothing's weird about the line.
Nothing's weird about the line, but you have to admit the game certainly doesn't scream points.
It doesn't scream points. Well, Wake Forest has been doing really well. 76, 79, 76 in their last 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, Florida State sucks, but they just go under, over, under, over, under, over, over. It's not like they're
they're due for an over.
Yeah, right.
I see what you're saying. I don't think it's that weird either.
Yeah. Crutch, not that I don't like the play. I just don't know that like anything really jumps out to me there. But yeah. Okay. All right, let's shut it down. Steak, thank you very much. Have a great day. I'll chat with you later. Enjoy the Magic game tonight. Please post the parlay.
Definitely.
All right, peace. All right, guys, I'm going to send you over to Owner's Box. I'm going to shut it down too for a few minutes, grab a quick bite to eat, and then I'll be over there. Please let them know. Owner's Box Sports. We're going to raid right now. Join the raid. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follows, all the new follows, the sub bangs. We appreciate you guys very, very much. And I'll see you. The golf cart will be official a little later tonight. Got to get another winner. Only got one under the belt so far this year with Sepp. Shout out to Sepp. Need another one. I'm liking Keegan a lot. Yep. All right. I'll check you guys in a few minutes over on Owner's Box. Have a great day.